Hello, 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 everyone. Am I audible and visible to all? Hello, Girish. Hello, am I audible and visible to all? Yeah. Just waiting for everyone to come. Good evening, Glittering. You are a diary guy, na? Cat guy, I think. Let's start. Just a minute. Let everyone come. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. So let's start. Is my screen is visible? Yeah. Hello, Kushi. Where? Any doubts from yesterday's class? Sir, for SQL, we need to be Bash or Python scripting. No. Okay. So we are at type of databases. Oh, I forgot to give you notes. Huh? Today I will provide you notes. Okay. It was just ready. I forgot. I will provide the notes. Yeah, I forgot to give you the notes. I will provide you. I was traveling. I forgot. Attendance 7:45. Okay, let's start with today's lecture. Types of databases. So database in general are categorized under the relational databases and non-relational databases. Okay, there are two types of databases. One is relational, another one is non-relational. Only relational databases utilize SQL, while non-relational databases utilize a variety of methods for the communication. Okay, so SQL is like a conventional thing, and non-SQL is a non-RDBMS is a unconventional thing. So a relational database is the most common type of databases. Like 90% of the times we are using this. It's a schema, template, dictate the data stored in a structured format. For example, we can imagine a company that sells its products to its customer. Having some form of stored knowledge, about where those products go, to whom, and in what quantity. However, this is often done in the backend without obviously informing in front end. So, what we are here imagining, we can imagine a company that sells the products to its customer, having some form of good evening. So, how we are going to practice practical SQL injection? I will do na. You don't have to worry about it. I will do it. At last day, we will do it. Sir, yes, sir. I also want to run practical implementation. Okay, we will do it last day. Just give her. Okay. So I just increase that font. Now relational databases are most common. Tables in relational databases are associated with key that provides a quick access. Okay, okay, okay. Now just assume there are two types of information. There is a user information and there is a post information. There are multiple users. Admin, test, essay. First name admin test as super. Second name admin test admin. Okay. Now, which here can be a unique way of identifying them? What can be a unique thing? You can't find anyone by the first name. You can't find anyone by last name, and the username you can't, because username can be same. It's not here, but can be. Now the best way is the ID. They have unique ID. For one, it's unique. It's for two, it's unique. For three, it's unique. So it's unique for everyone. It's better. Okay. So when the data will be present in the tables form, it's a table database. Not table, it's relational database. Okay. Now post data user ID we have taken from here. Now see. It's an Instagram. One per here every username was same, but here it's the data out the post. One user can do multiple posts. Like here the user to have done two posts user ID. Now here what was the primary key? Here is a secondary key. Okay, the combination of the primary key and secondary key creates a unique key pair which we use. Okay, data content. Now किसी ने post किया like welcome, this is the reminder. So there is a different post, there is a different ID for that. We can link that the ID from the user tables to the user ID in the post. Now you can't anyone find anyone by simple ID. Instead, you will find it by the combination of the user and ID. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? What about others? Black and white, is there an issue? You can tell. I am just reading the comments. We should select the customers type of function format table. No, you have doesn't missed anything black and white. And okay, okay. Please continue. Yeah. So it's a SQL thing. I am the not one who is teaching you SQL, but I will teach SQL injections. So non-relational databases. A non-relational database is where is also called NoSQL. Does not use tables. Like there is a tables and rows, na? But NoSQL database doesn't use tables or all. Instead, they use something else. They have key value pairs, like the YAML. They have document pairs. They have white columns. They have graphs. So they are storing the things like this. Key value stored in some table. They can be using table, but they are similarly using like a mixture hybrid of the things. Similarly, like there is a key value pair 1001, there is a key for like this date, there is a key, there is value, key, value, key, and then there is a certain values inside it, and there is inside the key value pairs. Okay, it took similar to the dictionary items like Python, PHP, that is key and a value. In Python or PHP, now there is a dictionary items. If you know Python a little bit, you know about it. Where is the key is usually a string, and the value can be a string, dictionary, or any class or whatever. Yeah. So the most common example of NoSQL database is MongoDB. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now let's move to the next step. Introduction to the MySQL. Now we will learn a little bit about the SQL. Not too much things, not too much things, but we will learn a little bit things about the SQL. Okay. Now SQL syntax can be different. Okay, okay. So the module in this introduce will be injection through MySQL. It is crucial to learn about MySQL and SQL. So there is a difference. One is programming language, one is C programming language. So similarly, this is a programming language, this is a C programming lecture. Like certain flavors of the language. Like might be some things will be similar for MySQL, PG admin 4, and might be there will be something which will be different for the MySQL or SQL. Okay, structured query language. SQL can differ from one RDMS to another. Okay, there are many different types of RDMS like MySQL, PG Admin 4, Mongo, many different. AWS का भी है खुद का. So SQL syntax can differ from one RDMS to another. However, they are all required to follow the ISO standard. For structured query language, we will learn about it. So there are major functions of uh, performing the following actions are retrieving data, update data, delete data, create new tables, add, remove the user, assign permission to the users. Okay. SQL and SQL. No, there is a difference. One is programming language, C. Okay. Uh, yeah, Arif have done exactly. That's what I was saying to say. Okay. As MySQL is a database. SQL, no, 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 no. Okay. Can we perform SQL injection on non-relational database? Yeah, yeah. You can. That's the not a new thing, but you will be doing. Okay. So let's go with this command line. MySQL utility is the use to authenticate to the interact with the MySQL, or there is a way I will teach you like how. Okay. So can you use Python instead of I have doesn't use any MySQL relational database? Let's see. Sir, for which database we will be using? Guys, we don't have to use any database. We will be playing with someone else database. Okay, if there is a certain confusion between MySQL and SQL, you can assume it is like that. There is a SQL is a broader term, and MySQL is a certain structure set of rules to use that thing. Where it is used in the real life to store the data, manipulate the data, retrieve the data. Okay. So MySQL utility is used to authenticate. So if I have some MySQL database server, I can. There is a possibility that I can interact with it MySQL user and the root and the then password. Then I will enter the password and I connect to that server. But I don't have any server right now. What is the advantages of using MySQL over other? It's that it's majorly used in this world. In tech world, majorly MySQL is used. So above example, log us in as a super user that is root with the password user password. Okay. To have the privilege, execute all the commands. Other database management system would have a certain privilege to which state they can execute, which can privilege have. Okay, show cards. Now here, what is they are saying that in my SQL, if you are working in some company, when I was working in the company, there was a certain level of privilege to me. Like I can use that thing and others can't. What's the difference between where and having clause? Yeah, that's not my thing to teach. Okay, but I will tell you. So I have certain privilege. I can create the tables, but I can't delete. Okay, that's the one type of privilege. Similarly, there can be some another privilege that some person can use a database but can't do anything. Some person can delete everything. Some person can't can only see everything. So creating a database. Once we log into the database using the MySQL utility, we can start using the SQL queries to interact with the database. For example, when a new database can created, MySQL database using the create table data. Okay, that's the way. Okay, that's the database, how the database is seen. This is how the table is created. Like we have created a tables with certain columns like int, username, sorry, certain columns like ID, username, password, date of joining, etc. Okay. So as we can see, the create table query first specifies the table names. Then within the parentheses, we can specifically each column by its name and its data types, all being a comma separated. After the name and type, we can specifically properties as well. We discuss later. There are certain things we will discuss later. The SQL query above the tables create a logins with the four columns. The first column is ID, is an integer. Like this is the integer, this is varchar, like variable characters till 100 limit. Okay. And another is date time is the date time thing like March, April, May, June, July 1. Okay. That's when you do this command, show tables, there will be tables shown to name as login. then you will describe login, then you will describe what's inside the login is. The beauty of MySQL is you can manipulate it from the terminal, not like other languages where you need to access a graphical user interface, but here you can directly interact with the terminal. What is varchar? Ishita, varchar is like, sorry, Isha. Varchar is like we are variable characters. Then the 100 means like 100 is a length till it can go. It and more than clear. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Yeah. Where is the data type? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the word which is not striking me. Where is the data type? Nice. So ID not null, auto increment. Okay. If the ID number will be just assume there was ID1, ID2, ID3. By mistakenly I tampered enter without entering any name, then it will be auto increment and it will be not null. It can't be null. So username is varchar, which is unique. This is also another, like, I forgot the exact name for, but it's a function like varchar, unique. Every number, every name should be in the username should be unique. It can't be same. Okay, and it should be not null. It shouldn't be not null. Another important keyword is default. So date of joining, date time default now. There will be a default thing. That's also another fair fact. Okay. Now there is a certain things. Give it. If okay, let's connect to this. It's not a good service, I think. Yeah, it's not a good service. Let's connect to this. We do a practical thing. Okay. Now how we can connect to that database? I think we will need a VPN connection for it. Let's check. So you can't use string as database in SQL. Any other doubt? Any doubt, guys? Clear, clear, clear. No, sir. Thank you. Okay. I don't think I have one. Waiting for that instance to start. We can try it in the meantime. Let's check it out. Oh, user was root. Uh, mm, what can be issue here? Let's leave it. Let's and try for the port flag because I also don't remember. 50169, it's correct. User is root. Slash P for password. I think it's connected now. Yeah, it's connected. Okay. So how will you know? Like there was a command here. Show tables. It's super duper laggy. Show databases might work because show tables is not working. Might be show databases can work because we have to use the database to instead of showing it. Show databases is also not working. Okay, let's wait. We don't know. There might be some connection issue because we are connected to that thing, but we are still not able to access that. Now, might be some connection issue. Okay, I will see it. If there will be any connection issue, I will start. You have to start an instance. I know that. I am not started security now. I think we don't create database data of the databases because we are into some databases. Now let's go with the. That's why it's not showing. What which reason? It's related to some server. Okay. Can't connect to the local host to run MySQL. There is some error. Okay, I will resolve it. So that's how the general process of connecting to the MySQL works. Yeah, you've done it. It's time for attendance. Just a minute, I will share the attendance. Now SQL fundamentals. Let's move with the SQL fundamental. Now we have understand what is the MySQL. We will have some deep more dive into it. There are major commands like insert into the table name, value, like this column name, column 2 name, column 3 name, and data. Insert into login, value 1, admin, password, and this. Like first column ये रहेगा, second column admin, third column में password, and fourth column will be date. Insert info, table name, values, this. Like these columns will be done, and these values will be added to there. Okay. Now skipping not with not null, result is an error as it is required. Okay. Because when you create a database, na, you can't enter not null. The reason behind is that, sorry, reason behind it is when you create a column, na, it will be always be a null value. Okay, it always be a null value. Any doubt? I am not a coding guy. SQL is just I am because there is little bit knowledge required, so I am going. Okay, no sir, no sir, no sir. Nice. So there is no doubt. Jazz also clear. Okay. So like select all from table name. There is a select command. Okay, drop. It's usually a alternative of delete. Alter is to change the command, that's modify column to not null properties. Okay. Okay, there is a modify command. We don't use it. Drop, we need to drop in column. Update to change something that they are like change that from that. Like change Vikram from Arav, like change name of Vikram to Arav. Sir, आप पंजाब से है क्या? Yes. Okay, attendance will be shared. Notes will be provided in the group. I will share that note. Okay. Yeah, so guys, you are understanding. Okay. Now, this is a general information, might be some overwhelming to you. I'm not able to connect to this database. That's, yeah, I will provide the notes. Okay, sorting results. You can sort the result like this way. Select all from, select all from login, order by, that's another flag, password. Now, everything is in order of password. Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Now everything is ordered in terms of password. Okay. By default, sort is done in ascending order, but we can also sort the result by ascii or descending, ascending or descending. So now there is another example, like select all from login, order by password, descending. Okay. It is also multiple to sort by multiple orders to have a secondary sort of duplicate values in one column. You can these are the some things you can do with SQL, not part of SQL injection, but to still to understand the SQL. I'm using poppers. Okay, I'm sharing that and just a second. Just a minute, I will be sharing it. Yeah, I'm just sending the data. Just a minute. I will turning off the screen for what? Okay, back to basics. Attendance is shown to everyone on the screen. Copy paste to everything. So everyone just put out the attendance. I am waiting for you guys. In the modern framework that already uses the ORM software, are there still scenarios where SQL injection is possible? Okay, you are directly challenging the vast top 10. So it's a good thing you have potentials that you think the ORMs and parameterized queries are capable of stopping SQL injection. Nice. Attendance I have given. Okay, let's start again. Select all from the login by password descending order. Limit result. These are some SQL clause you can learn about yourself. Not that important for us because I hope that everyone have a little bit knowledge about them, and I have taught them you a lot. Use student. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow I will try to connect to the database. I think I don't know the reason why it's not connected to it. Let's see. Sometime exploring SQL headache in here. Okay, sometimes expression with a single condition are not enough to satisfy the user requirement. For that, SQL support logical operators to use once condition at once. And operator, they are the general. अगर आपने if you done C, Python or anything else, you will have some idea what are the logical operators are. Attendance I have done. I have made screen में देखो ना attendance आपको दिख रही है. You can see the attendance on the screen. Okay. So there are different operators like condition one and condition two. Like it will compare these two operators. Then we are like select one equal to one and select test is equal to test. So we have done this, and then we can see the both are seen. There is a comment out in case where the dynamic SQL is necessary for building queries based on option filter. How do you implement? injection vulnerabilities. I will give you the address, don't worry. Okay. So in MySQL, any non-zero value is considered true. Remember this thing. Any non-zero value is considered true. It is usually returns the value 1. To signify true, 0 is considered false. So 1 is true. Any non-zero value is true. Like 2 will be true, 3 will be true. Like, however, the second query returns false. As the second condition, test equal to ABC is false. So here test equal to test is returned 1. But here it is test not equal to test, it returns false at that point where 1 equal to 1. But this was also not true. Okay, not operator. Select not equal 1 to equal to 1. So there was then not anything that was not 1 equal to 1, that's the false. And here is anything which is not equal to 1 equal to 2. 1 is not equal to 2, so then 1 there is 1. As seen there is an example, you can easily identify that when 1 equal to 1 was the case, the value was false. Where 1 equal to 2 was the case and we were searching for about 1 equal to 1, that was a false. It's not false because these two not values are not equal. It was false because we were searching for this. Okay? Doubt, guys? Any doubt, guys? So might be clear because 1 equal to 1 was equal to 1. That's not the reason why it will be say true. It will say false because it was there was we were finding some values which in which 1 equal to 1 is not present. Okay. Now see this value symbol operator. Select 1 equal to 1 and test equal to ABC. Now here 1 equal to 1 and test is equal to ABC. So these operators can be represented as this, and this. You can use symbols instead of that. Operators in queries, like the star operators. Look at the query, there is a list of things. Like select all from login, where username not equal to John. So admin was selected, administrator was selected, and Tom was selected. Okay. Now another command. Select all from tables where username is not equal to John and ID is greater than 1. So only 2 and 4 were selected. Multiple operator precedence. This is an order. We don't need to learn it. We can simply see there is an order. Like every query is have some orders to do it. Like the precedence order is not equal to is greater, then there is and there is a greater. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes sir, can you please run the command? अरे मेरे पे SQL server configured नहीं है ना अभी. Yes, I will provide notes, Jesse. Pink Flamingo, I will do it tomorrow. Next, we have two comparison operator greater and not equal to. Both of these are the same precedence and will be evaluated together. So it will be return all the records where username is not Tom and all the records where ID is greater than 1. Then apply and you can see this is the general value. It will select where this. Okay, and this is the next command. Like select all from logins where username is not equal to Tom and ID is greater than 3 minus 2. Now see. There is 2 and 3, and 3 minus ID is greater than 1. So instead of this statement was turned, this statement was first executed because its precedence is more than greater than. Okay, so that's the benefit of precedence order. Okay, everyone. Yes. Okay, we will do it tomorrow. I hope that server will run tomorrow. Introduction to SQL injections. Now the SQL injections are going to start, but we are short on time. Yeah, कल मैं टर्मिनल पे करा दूंगा, no worry. Any guys? Okay, nice. Welcome, guys. Okay. So, any feedbacks about the lecture? Anything you want to know? Vlog. I know you know very new things about the SQL, but we are doing SQL injection, so we don't need normalization. Okay. Goodbye. Tomorrow I will do it, Tamil. Okay. Tomorrow I will.